I love to fly up in the sky. Through the clouds I reach so high, climbing up to touch the light. Adventure calls me day and night. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. The stars above begin to shine, painting trails so bright and fine. Every turn brings something new, endless skies in brilliant blue. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the drum's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light.
Good evening, everyone, and I'm just about finished. Right, there it is. Welcome to another World Tour Part 5. Today we're taking off from Dubai to Colombo, and this is the last known airport, Dubai, where I'll be flying out of, because I've never been to Sri Lanka, honestly, and I've never flown to Colombo either, so it's going to be a very interesting flight for sure, because we're braving new world here. And much like the early conquerors, Portuguese conquerors that traveled around the world to discover new lands, they also arrived in Sri Lanka, actually. So Portugal had a small colony in Sri Lanka, so it's quite fitting. Although they didn't come from Dubai, they came from Southern Africa and went and flew and navigated up. No, they didn't fly, they navigated. All right, and today we're taking our trusted, well, somehow trusted now. It used to be one of my most hated airplanes in my anger, but now it's one of the trusted ones. This is the iFly 737-8 MAX, published by Flight 1, and today's flight is going to be very fitting for this particular aircraft, because it usually is one of the aircrafts that performs this particular flight, although not exactly by Fly Dubai as far as I know, but who cares? As long as we get there, it doesn't matter the colors we fly. I mean, I do like to fly Dubai colors. They look pretty smart, but it is not. This particular flight we're doing today is not exactly performed exactly like this, and so will be some other flights in this world tour. Of course, I cannot take every single airline around the world, because I don't. Number one, I don't own all the planes, and number two, most likely those airlines will make these flights in specific times at specific hours. So I'm not trying to replicate the exact flight at that exact time by that exact airline. I just want to get from A to B and doing it in style. The first thing I see here is that that loader right there is very poorly parked in this airport. So I think we're going to have some wing clipping, but it's not going to do any damage. It just doesn't look good, that's all. And one other thing I keep seeing with these GSX models is that it tends to be very low res at some distance. So you now see that the camera is approaching and they get defined. Now look at that. The tow truck just turned from red to white because we're moving away from it. Yeah, this is something only GSX models do apparently. But hey, it's part of the level of detail on this simulator. It's never been good. It's not going to be better today. But without further ado, let's go back into the cockpit and let's get this flight started. Here we are, next to no one. Betsy is not with us today, and I honestly don't like this lamb's wool effect here. It looks flocky. It shouldn't be like this. And first things first, let's get our flight loaded in. So we got our electronic flight bag loaded. First of all, let me see if the Navigraph authentication works. Yes, it does. Nice. They're having some trouble. Let me check here. From the last flight, my Simbrief dispatch, yep, it's still going, and it doesn't give me an authentication code to enter. Not even the code is available. I'm not sure what's going on here. I may need to reinstall the Simbrief integration, which is very handy for me, as you guys know. I really love that integration because that's where I get most of my flight info. But anyway, we'll make do. We'll always make do. We also have here the flight plan available, so it's going to be all right. All right, so my plane. Not my plane, sorry. I'm still confused with this EFB. It's not the conventional EFB by any means. So first of all, let me load the flight plan. Where is the flight plan? It's not in my plane. Or is it? No, these are the options. Settings? Oh, it's got to be here. No, it is. Customization of the airplane, I suppose. So doors. First of all, let's get GSX to load the aircraft.
Boarding requested.
Payload imbalance. Also, we're going to need that from to load the aircraft from Simbrief. Definitely don't remember. So many planes I fly these days, I keep forgetting about the integrations. Alright, so first things first, let's start the aircraft and I'll get to that specific item of starting up everything in a moment. It's so different. I wish there was a way to integrate these things as a standard. These third-party application as a standard. Hello. Don't turn off what I just turned on. So for ground services, alright, so they're asking to open the door. So the jetway isn't docking because we're so far away from them, so that's a given. So do not attach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please confirm the flight information on your boarding pass and take your seat according to the seat number shown
Passengers
on the
bus is coming.
pass. Place your hand-carried items and
so again,
overhead
ground
compartments
services.
and under the seat in front of you. When opening
Where's the
overhead
doors?
compartments, please take care that any baggage does not fall out. Please keep the aisle clear in order to facilitate access for other passengers by taking your seat as soon as possible.
There's only the ability to dock stuff. The doors won't open for some reason. The cargo doors did though, so why aren't the main doors opening? Service doors. No, access doors. No?
Passengers boarding
Well, the
starting.
boarding appears to be going on. Oh, there's the doors. They are automatic. Alright. Crisis averted. Alright, so let's get this out of the way for now. That's a PMDG thing, by the way, to lower the yoke. Alright, so pre-flight checklist. Parking brake is set. Battery switch is on and covered. We got ground power. Not yet. That's what I wanted to do as well. Let's connect ground power. Oh, where is ground power? There it is. So you just click on that and it should be made available. There it is. Plane comes to life, as it should. IRS selectors, both to nav. 1, 2, 1, 2. And they're both aligned. Let's turn on the dome light here, by the way. Oh, much better. Betsy is not with us, but she's in spirit. Cabin utility to on, as well as IFE. Emergency lights to armed and covered. Logo lights to on, as well as position lights to steady. We got window heat to on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll wait for them to turn to on. Anytime now. Hello. Should be turning green. We'll get to that later. Trim air is set to on. Recycling fans both set to auto. Packs left and right to auto. Let's do this much better. Packs left and right to auto. Isolation valve to auto. Actually, isolation valve to open, that's correct. Pressurization set to auto. This is very important piece of checklist. We're going to turn on the fuel pump forward 1. Altimeters. Let's take a look here at our altimeters. Let's go here to our Beyond ATC D80s and get the current altimeter is 1000. So we're going to set that to HPA first of all, and 1000. It's a very low altimeter. We did land with 998 yesterday at takeoff and landed at very low QNH. So is this one correct? Yeah. All right. So set
Passengers
cross-check.
bus is coming.
We're going to turn on the flight directors left and right. Hello. There it goes. Flight directors on. Transponder set. Altitude off. It's already set to altitude off. FMC setup. All right, there we go. So let's load the flight plan here. So August 6th to September 3, correct. And so we're going to set our IRS to local current position. Let's get the route. Flight plan request. Gonna wait a few
Passengers boarding
seconds to
starting.
get the Simbrief flight plan. This is pretty much like the PMDG 737. Just taking a little longer. Alright, flight planner route uplink ready. Load. At this time we need to trust it's getting the right flight plan, but there it is. Alright, now I'm going to need to turn on the lights because it's a little dark even with...
Ladies and gentlemen, please confirm the flight information
There we
on your
go.
boarding pass and take your seat according to the seat number shown on the boarding pass.
Same here.
Place your hand-carried items in the overhead compartment and under the seat in front of you.
Not too
When
bright though.
opening the overhead compartments, please
So
take care that any baggage
FTS.
does not
There
fall
it is.
out.
Alright, much better.
Please keep the aisle
Let's
clear
arm
in order
the
to facilitate
auto throttle
access for other passengers by
and
taking
get
your
to
seat
that
as soon as
moment.
possible. Thank you.
Alright, so we are now going to get our weights and balances. So we are going basic, read from Simbrief. This is our current weights, fuel and zero fuel weight. Load the aircraft immediately. Payload sent to MSFS. Cool. So only the fuel is missing, which is not optimal, but I think it's going to request the refueling, but it should be instant. We're gonna need to get back to this in a moment. All right, so I still don't know where my OFP. Oh, there it is. So we need to import one. Import, there it is. And send all data to aircraft. All right, now it's done. So this will be our flight plan for today, and as you can see, it's going to take us all the way down to Sri Lanka. Yeah, my initial flight was going to be to to New Delhi, but at the time, this is very ironic. When I was planning the flight, I didn't have any airport for New Delhi, and I searched the web, and there was no New Delhi airport payware with, you know, the minimum standards. After I started planning for this flight, I noticed that it was released. A new airport was released probably last week, but I was so committed now to Colombo, and I purchased the Colombo airport. I could not go to New Delhi now, so there's no way I would buy an airport and not fly to it. So sorry, New Delhi. Maybe next time. Maybe on the next flight around the world. Alright, let's see. We got everything loaded in. We just need to check on the OFP. Like I said, we don't really need Simbrief integration, but it would be good if I could fix it, and I will try to do that. So our flight plan is loaded. We just need to activate it now. And now we're going to call clearance to get our clearance to Colombo.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 request IFR clearance to Colombo.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, due by delivery. Information echo current, cleared to Colombo via Ambic 7 Foxtrot departure, runway 30 right, climb via SID to 10,000 feet, squawk 0536.
Cleared to Colombo via Anvic 7 Foxtrot departure, runway 30 right, climb via SID to 10,000 feet, squawk 0536 Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, read back correct. Contact ground 121.65 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.65 when ready for pushback or engine start. Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Alright, so we got our clearance in for Colombo. So we're going for runway 30 right and climb to 10,000 feet via SID. We got information echo, which coincides with our information here. Alright, looks good.
Emirates 390 Heavy, request taxi
Let me check now, the mass and balance should be alright now.
Emirates 390 Heavy, taxi
Yep,
to
here
holding
it
point
is.
Mike 15
Everything's
Alpha,
planned and
runway
current.
30 right, via Kilo, Lima
178
4 Mike.
passengers, so let's insert this data now on the FMS.
Runway 30 right, via Kilo.
So we
Lima
got
4 Mike,
cruising
Emirates
altitude, flight
390
level
Heavy.
310. I'll confirm that in a moment, which also needs to be, it is up here. Good. As for our reserves, we do need to consult the OFP now. Our FinRAAS is 942 kilograms, sorry. So that will bring us to 0.9.
In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest on your seat. Remove
Or
the vest
0.9,
only if told
alright.
to do
These
so.
Americans
Pull
and
the
their
red strap
precision,
to open
alright.
the container when ready.
Transition altitude for
Remove the vest from the pouch as shown on the
Dubai
safety information
is...
card. Place the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, buckle it in the front, and pull.
Transition 150 actually.
Once outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest. To manually inflate, blow into the
Alright,
tube
let's
at your
calculate the
shoulder.
performance
Your
here.
vest has a light that turns on automatically
So
in the water. Please
we
refer to
got
the safety information card for use of a life vest on an infant. Flight attendants will distribute additional vests if needed. Flight attendants
Hello?
are now checking that your seatbelt is fastened.
Why can't
your
it
seatbelt
populate
and your tail are
automatically?
in the upright and locked position, and your carry-on
Alright, there
items
you
are
are.
completely under the seat in front of you or in an
Alright,
overhead bin, leaving the
let's
area around your feet clear.
Calculate now.
Smoking
Got the
is
real
not
weather.
allowed on board, including the lavatories.
Hello.
The use and charging of electronic cigarettes is prohibited. Law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying
Calculate
any smoke
for some
detector in
reason.
an aircraft lavatory. It is also
Oh,
prohibited to
so we're
consume
gonna take
alcohol
off
or
flaps
other
5,
fraud
air
or
conditioning
slight.
to on,
Regulations
anti-ice
require
off,
passenger compliance with
and
the lighted
ATM.
passenger information
We're gonna
signs,
set max.
posted
Now we can
efforts,
calculate.
and
Here we
crew
go.
member instructions,
Flaps,
including
going to be
information
flaps
on
5 as
seat
selected.
belts
Trim
and seat belts.
6.47,
If
V1
needed,
152,
oxygen
VR
masks will drop
153,
from a
V2
compartment overhead.
159,
To
VRAAF
activate
is going to be
flow of oxygen,
160.
pull down on the mask until
Our
the
D-rated
plastic
takeoff
tube
is
fully extended.
87.3%,
Place the mask over your
and our
nose to
selected
mouth and
flex
breathe
temperature
normally.
is 50 degrees.
Secure the
Alright.
mask with the
Can we
elastic strap.
import that?
Although oxygen will be
Maybe not.
flowing,
Let's just
plastic
insert the data.
bag
So
may
D-rated
not
takeoff
inflate.
87.3.
Continue wearing the mask until otherwise
Actually,
notified by a
flex
crew
temperature
member.
is 50.
If
That's
you're
better.
traveling with children or anyone needing special assistance, put on your mask first.
87.3.
Please remove any face coverings before donning an
Why
oxygen
not
mask.
Select an
Thank
option
you
here
for
for
your attention.
DTO.
Now sit back, relax,
It's probably
and enjoy the
DTO
flight.
2. No, it's a manual DTO. Alright, let's select this one. It's no bother. Flaps 5. CG is not on this page. And these speeds are incorrect. 152, 153. ZQR, 152. 153 and 159. Now as for the CG, we need to go to the mass and balance to get it. So where's our CG? It's got to be somewhere I'm not looking at as usual. I need the CG. Oh, no, that's the trim. I need the CG, not the trim. Where's the CG on this aircraft? There it is, 18.2. It's a very odd CG, to be honest. But these are the max engines, so that's what the CG says. It's odd, to say the least. Oh well, we're gonna have to trust the system. And that will give us 6.47 trim. It's 6.97 trim. Close enough. Alright, so we got everything set up. Now our IRS is aligned, so let's carry on with our checklist. LNAV and VNAV can now be armed. Good. APU start. So no gauge here, we're just gonna have to wait for the system to be available. Oxygen tested in 100%. Betsy could test hers. We also need to test the engagement here. Alright, let's wait for the APU to come online. Just a few seconds. Our passengers have been loaded in. Everything is peachy. Could set the auto brakes to RTO. No HUD. That's a big no-no. Do we have... still loading. There could be a synoptic here to tell you that the APU is available, but there isn't. There it is. I guess it works this way. Alright, let's disconnect ground power. Let's get our plane ready to go. Okay, we got ground service. There's our pin lady. Disconnected.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Chocks are off. Let's go here for our terminal charts.
Emirates 390 Heavy, contact you by Tower 118.75.
Over to Tower 118.75, Emirates 390 Heavy. Have a good evening.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We're going I'm V7 Foxtrot. That's the
Emirates 538 Heavy at Gate Bravo 16, request pushback and engine start.
right.
Emirates 538 Heavy, due by ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southeast, Emirates 538 Heavy.
Where do those pins go? So we pin them, but there's no pin area, or is there?
Locking gear.
No pinning area. Alright. So we need to get our airport chart. There it is. We can also load it here, which is very, very handy. So zoom in. Much better than the actual Navigraph app. Look at that. How handy is this? So we are parked. Stand by here. We are parked right about here. There we are. And we need to go to runway 30 right. So this is 12, 30 right. Course 299er.
Emirates 538 Heavy, request taxi.
I completely forgot about the chat, guys.
Emirates
Sorry.
538 Heavy, taxi via uniform,
Unloading
Whiskey
my
Kilo, Mike 15 Bravo,
YouTube
Mike,
app
hold short of
here.
runway
Give me a
30
second.
left.
Apologies.
Taxi via uniform, Whiskey Kilo, Mike 15 Bravo, Mike, hold short of runway 30 left, Emirates 538 Heavy.
Here we go. We're gonna set this to VREF plus 10. So 179. Or let's just put 170. It's alright. It's good enough. Alright, so we're just about ready here. Let's request push and start.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 at gate Charlie 55 right, request pushback.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, due by ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback approved, face southeast, Sky
Release
Dubai Whiskey
parking
Tango
brakes,
5.
please.
And parking brake released. Oh, we need to push the pedals. There we go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Copy, start number 1. Make sure the PPU is going. Engine is motoring as expected. And inject. Here comes the engine. So we need to turn on the fuel pumps, yaw damper, probe heat to, as well as the hydraulics, probe heat to on, and electrical hydraulic pumps on, passenger signs on and auto. Anti-collision lights, of course.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Should be starting number 2, then 1, but following company SOP. Same drill, waiting for 20% and 2, allow the engine to motor. And inject. Set flaps 5. Here goes the engine, number 2. We got a good engine start.
All aircraft be advised information Foxtrot now current QNH1000.
Nice sound.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Not as fancy as the A220 or the Pratt & Whitney A321neo, but it is still cool. Good. Now engine PAP bleed off. These can come back to auto. And auto.
Unlocking gear.
Overhead panel is not lit. Good.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Skydew by Whiskey Tango 5 ready to
Left
taxi
is
to the
clear.
active.
Right is clear.
Skydew by Whiskey Tango 5, taxi to holding point Mike 15 Alpha, runway 30 right, via Zulu, Kilo, Lima 4 Mike.
Taxi to holding point Mike 15 Alpha, runway 30 right via Zulu, Kilo, Lima 4 Mike, Skydew by Whiskey Tango 5.
Alright, so
Emirates 538 Heavy,
need
via
to
Alpha cross
continue
runway
taxi
30 left,
over
taxi
Zulu,
to holding point Mike 15
then
Alpha,
go
runway
to
30 right, via
Kilo.
Mike 15 Bravo, Mike.
right here. So
Via Alpha cross runway 30 left, taxi to holding point Mike 15 Alpha,
then,
runway
oh my
30
God,
right,
sorry, that's
via
the
Mike
same
15
thing
Bravo,
yesterday.
Mike Emirates
Kilo,
538 Heavy.
Kilo to Lima 4.
Emirates 538 Heavy, contact due by tower 118.75.
Contact tower 118.75 Emirates 538 Heavy.
Where's Lima 4? Then Mike. Lima 4, then Mike. Oh, it's one of the crossing ones. So it's the second to cross. So we need to go. Alright, so we need to go all the way through here, then turn here at Kilo 7. It doesn't tell you that, but it is Kilo 7. And all the way to Mike. And then we will go to Mike 15 Alpha right here. However, it does not tell you to cross. So unless we can turn here at Lima 4, yeah, there it is, Lima 4. So we're gonna taxi here, then turn left at Lima 4. Alright, looks easy enough. We still don't have the ground map on the ND. Not sure if the Max has it. Let's go with the Before taxi checklist, engine 1 and 2 is on, NTI is not required, auto brake set to RTO, right here. Flaps are set, trim, set 6.9 or 7, it's pretty much there. APU is off, APU bleed is off, packs left and right are on, isolation valve, auto flight controls, let's check them out. So full deflection left, neutral, full deflection right, neutral, full pitch up, neutral, full pitch down, neutral, full rudder left, neutral, full rudder right, and neutral. Ground equipment is clear, taxi lights to on and runway turn off lights to on as well. So here we go. Taxi, turn off. Alright, now let's turn on track IR for your viewing pleasure. And there we go. Parking brake off. And we're rolling. So now we need to pay attention here to the ground charts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for takeoff. Please double
Turn
check
at
that your
Lima
seatbelt
4,
is
so
securely
right
fastened
here.
and keep all electronic devices switched off.
I honestly think the outside lighting from the main landing gear lights are too dim, but the taxi ones are also dim. Cabin's ready. Coming up on our turn. That's Lima 4 right there. This is where we'll turn then. The tarmac is also very dark, so that might be it as well. Now right hand turn for Mike. This is a huge airport, and there's so many huge aircraft in here. This little 737 looks too small for this airport. So we got LNAV and VNAV armed. We got our V-speeds in, but no flight director. I mean, the flight director is there. We just don't have the bars here. Not sure if that's accurate. I'm not really the expert on the Max though. So let's set up the TARA to on. We're also going to set up our weather radar. Where is that? Auto. So it appears that it's all standard here. I'm going to set this one for terrain. Should be able to tilt it. I'm not sure. I'm probably not modeled here yet. No tilting option though. There it is. Yeah, but about this. Runway data. Ground speed 24 knots. Let's not accelerate too much. This is where we're gonna hold. Airplane just landed. A350 from Emirates, exactly the plane that brought us, A350-900 from Emirates. The plane that brought us here to Dubai. Last flight was on a 707 from Honolulu to San Francisco, but that was not part of the world tour. We will be flying back to Honolulu in the world tour, so stay tuned for that. I like that airport very much. It's a very, very unique airport with the beautiful taxiway that is a piece of land like an island conquered to the sea. Pretty neat.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Dubai Tower 118.75.
118.75, fly Dubai. Whiskey Tango 5. Tower, fly Sky Dubai, Whiskey Tango 5 with you on holding point. Mike 15 Alpha ready to go.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Dubai Tower, wind 020 degrees, 8 knots, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear to take off, runway 30 right, Sky Dubai, Whiskey Tango 5.
On runway 30 right.
Where's the auto toggle button here? Just need to press it in.
Approaching 30 right.
Trust set.
Caution on taxiway.
Yeah,
on
take it
taxiway.
easy. Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Rotate. There's a flight director. Positive rate. Gear up. Flaps 1.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Dubai departures 124.675.
124.675, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Departure Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 with you, a 1000 feet climbing to flight level 100.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Dubai departures, good evening, identified, climb to 15,000 feet.
Climb to 15,000 feet, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Autopilot engaged. it is. Oh my god. Flaps up.
Traffic.
Where is that guy? Monitor TCAS.
Traffic.
There it is again. Right there, I see it. It's the ATC's job to separate traffic, but if there's a TCAS warning, we take it very seriously.
Traffic.
Plane's turning. We will be turning as well, so we will follow that guy.
Traffic. Maintain vertical speed. Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Increase climb.
Are you kidding me?
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Clear of conflict.
Alright.
Traffic.
Not that much. Not by much, apparently. Making a wide berth. This is a very serious traffic conflict, by the way. This would definitely need investigation. But that plane should also be maneuvering, and as we know, beyond ATC traffic does not maneuver, so with TCAS, I mean. It appears that this wider turn I just did was enough to separate ourselves. Here's hoping.
Traffic.
Ah. Missing 10,000 feet.
Traffic.
External lights off.
Traffic.
Plane should be accelerating, but it's not. Because we're probably accomplishing. Yep, we're accomplishing a constriction. Alright.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact UV radar 132.15.
122.15, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Negative UV radar on 132.15.
That's what I'd say. 132.15, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. UAE radar, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 with you. 13,000 feet, climbing to flight level 150.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, UAE radar, good evening. Identified, climb flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 210, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Negative, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. What did I say? turn these knobs too. There you go, 310. Still have runway data here. I'm not sure why. I have to read about it. I don't remember this being a bug or an
Sky
obstacle.
Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact UE radar 128.125, good day.
128.125, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, good day. UAE radar, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, with you 15,000 feet, climbing to flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, UE radar identified.
Cross-checked. Accomplishing this hit here. There's the other plane up ahead of us. It actually was going faster, but that's what separated us. We kept 250 knots while it accelerated.
8423 heavy, clear Tulsa to Romeo arrival, runway 34 right.
Clear Tulsa to Romeo arrival, runway 34 right, Qatari 8423 heavy.
Radio 028, contact radar 119.3. Center on 119.3, radio 028, have a good evening.
Alright. Good. So these knobs control are not very intuitive. It only scrolls one cycle when using the mouse scroll wheel.
U radar, Qatari 817 heavy, cruising flight
It
level
doesn't have
320.
alternative modes like pressing left and right will move them, but
heavy, radar
that will
identified.
also mess up with chase planes.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact radar
panning.
125.375, good day.
125.375, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. UAE radar, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 with you, flight level 170, climbing to flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, UE radar identified.
There we go. This light can be turned off. So this is for the circuit breakers. Actually, turn them all the way off. Yeah, good. Our last waypoint on the SID will be Anvix. We should be above 10,000, so we're way past that. Turn off track IR now. Let's let the plane fly for a bit.
True line cam 26 Lima Heavy, contact must get control 124.7.
Center on 124.7, true line cam 26 Lima Heavy.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact must get control 124.7.
Contact Muscat Control 124.7, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Control Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 with you, flight climbing for flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Muscat Control identified.
It's not Muscat, it's Muscat. Okay. I can see that
Etihad 377 Heavy, report ready for descent. Ready for descent.
the
Etihad
cabin will
377
have
Heavy.
pink textures.
Etihad 377 Heavy,
confirm that
descent
right
to
now.
10,000 feet. QNH09er9er9er. Descent to 10,000
Oh, it's
feet.
not it's the
QNH09er9er9er.
passengers
Etihad
that
377
are
Heavy.
texturized. It's a GSX thing apparently. So yeah, GSX needs an update. Let me do a screenshot here so I can share with the FS Stream team. So they will probably need to release a fix for this. Did I turn off the autopilot? No, I did not. I was messing with the cursors here. Nice little thing. The arming and disarming of the doors.
Oman Air 406,
I
descend
need
via
to
start
check
to 6,000
if
feet.
these doors
QNH1001.
do deploy the slides. Very important coffee machine, both sides, because captain and co-pilot cannot share their coffee. You know that's a rule. None of these work apparently. The loos don't open. Oh yes they do, and they even close the cockpit door, alright. Do they work? Yeah, they do work. They're very silent though.
Etihad 432 Heavy,
Barely
contact
hear it,
must
but
get
it is
control
working.
126.55.
And we're vampires. No reflection for us. But hey, this is one of the best mirrors I've seen. Because it does look like a mirror. Look at that. But it's not a mirror. We can clearly see that the reflection does not depict what you're looking at the other side. But it's pretty cool. It actually looks the best from all the other loos we've seen in the market.
Continue climb to flight
And
level
as we close the
340.
door, you notice that the passengers disappear. The cabin crew is controlling the lights. So right now the galley lights are on, but the cabin lights are off.
Sender on 126.5
All these work.
and fly 36 Foxtrot Heavy, good day.
And now I can't close them. Ah, there it goes. Also the trays work. And let me tell you, recently Synaptic disabled the trays on the claim that they were saving FPS. You can clearly see that these things don't really consume that much FPS. This plane is not heavy at all. I just wish we had lights control here. We do not. Let me... Oh, yes we do. What am I doing? I don't know my own planes. So let's see. So this is a program. So
Etihad 413 Heavy, Descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Etihad 413 Heavy.
Are this sound? Oh, this is boarding music. I don't want that.
Control 126.55.
No. Music is off. So no light control here, apparently. Not that I can find one. Alright, so that's the cabin announcements and music. I don't want that because it's got a copyright. All music on this plane has a copyright. Go figure. There's another galley up there, but you guys don't want to see that.
Contact UE radar 129.5.
Just as I thought.
Contact UE radar 129.5.
LNAV was disconnected by my movements.
Etihad 899 Heavy, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Etihad 899 Heavy.
Etihad 899 Heavy, descent to 10,000 feet, QNH 099er.
Descent to 10,000 feet, QNH 099er, Etihad 899 Heavy.
Etihad 889 Heavy, contact UE radar 129.5.
Top of climb was calculated here, but it's definitely incorrect.
Etihad 871 Heavy, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent. Etihad 871
So right now
Heavy.
we are
Etihad
cruising
871
along.
Heavy, descent to flight level 170,
I believe this is
expect runway
Homeland.
31 left.
Descent
Yep,
to
this is
flight level
Homeland.
170. Etihad 871 Heavy.
Etihad
flight will
871
take
Heavy,
us
contact Abu Dhabi approach 135.15.
all the way through the country.
Contact Abu Dhabi approach
Avoiding these
135.15. Etihad
no-fly zones
871
here.
Heavy.
This is a conflict zone
iFly 071,
to the
contact
right,
Muscat
so
control
up here is
118.325.
Iran.
Bye-bye.
Center on 118.325, iFly
Yeah,
071,
this
have a
is,
good
all
evening.
this is Iran, so we are avoiding it
Oman Air
as best as we
662, report
can.
ready for descent.
But we don't really need to go north. It's northbound. We just
Oman
need
Air
to go
662,
to
descent to flight level 160.
southbound as much as we can. Of course, I'll time accelerate, time compress, time. That's what I meant.
Sodia 977 Heavy, contact Muscat control
I think this
118.325.
plane is taking
Center on
its sweet time to
118.325,
climb.
Sodia 977 Heavy.
737 is a nimble
iFly
aircraft.
1435, descent to flight
These
level
engines are,
070.
in theory, more
Descend to flight
powerful.
level 070, iFly 1435.
Not in theory. In actual fact, they're about 30% faster engines. They have more thrust. They're more efficient. About 30%, between 15% and 30%, depending on phases. And so they should be faster.
Muscat control, Qatari
They're
73 Quebec Heavy, flight
bigger
level 400.
diameter forced Boeing to push them forward
Qatari
on the
73 Quebec
CG.
Heavy, Muscat control
And that's
identified.
unfortunately what caused two fatal accidents with the infamous MCAS system preventing the pilots from stalling. The MCAS system would push the nose down when it detected a stalling maneuver. The pilots weren't aware, so they decided to fight the plane. But as they fought the plane, the trimming continuously pushed the nose down. They were pulling the nose up, and then MCAS prevailed, pulled the nose down all the way, and they, nose dived into an unfortunate event. And the problem wasn't the MCAS doing that. The problem was that the crew wasn't aware it could do that. That was the major problem.
Muscat control, Etihad 815 Heavy, flight level 400.
This is
Etihad
working
815 Heavy, Muscat control identified.
You can set manual thrust settings for the N1, but it's automatically being monitored. It's odd, you can print. Oh, this is the maintenance panel. It's not working, unfortunately. Yeah, I've seen this. So there's a hidden maintenance panel here that you can load all the maintenance tests. But of course this is not available in flight, and I sincerely doubt it's available on the ground anyway.
Etihad Etihad 474 heavy, contact musket control 126.55.
Contact musket control
Again, it's not musket,
126.55,
it's
Etihad
Muscat.
474 heavy.
Etihad 407 heavy, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Etihad 407 heavy.
Etihad 407 heavy, descent
Very
to 10,000
slowly on
feet,
this climb.
2NH0999er.
Descent to 10,000 feet, QNH0999er, Etihad 407 heavy.
There's no constrictions. It's just a plane that doesn't want to accelerate above 90.6. It's preserving
Musket control, Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu, good
Takeoff
evening, flight
setting.
level 320.
the climb setting, I mean.
Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu, musket control identified.
So we did set it up for it's set on auto. So it's currently at 90.6.
Musket control, Norris 141, flight level 129er.
Norris 141, musket control identified. Continue descent to flight level 080.
Continue descent to flight level 080, Norris
It's
141.
not even on a reduced climb, so I'll just leave it on auto. It's a bit different from the 737. I think the 737 wants to get there faster, but these modern day planes, they will want to get there more efficiently. So the climb rates could differ quite a lot from older aircraft.
Norris 126, report
I
ready
guess
for
it's
descent.
for the sake of saving fuel.
Norris 126, descent to
And if that's the
10,000
case,
feet,
then
QNH0999er.
Descent to 10,000 feet, QNH0999er, Norris 126.
Let's go back to our plane here.
Muscat control, iFly 063, flight level 340.
iFly 063, musket control identified.
We're about 10% of our flight now, so still a lot to go. Don't worry, I'll accelerate time in a moment.
Etihad
I don't remember
377
if this
heavy,
plane
descent to flight level
accepts time
070.
acceleration on its own,
Descent to flight
or do we
level
need to use the
070,
third
Etihad
party?
377 heavy.
By the way, cabin voice is a bit too loud still. I really wish they could tweak that, and I definitely don't want to listen to this boarding music because it's copyrighted. I know for a fact because I was warned by
South Air
YouTube
282, contact musket
the music
control
was protected,
126.55.
and I didn't even use the
Center on
music. It started playing on
126.55,
the
Gulf Air
background.
282.
It was enough to trigger
Etihad 2
a
Mike
warning by
Juliet, report ready
YouTube.
for descent.
Ready for descent, Etihad 2 Mike Juliet.
Etihad 2 Mike Juliet, descent to 10,000 feet, QNH0999er.
These are the options available for those that don't know the plane. Pretty standard options. You guys, if you guys know the 737, this plane, of course, is using most of the options.
Center on
But there's of course a lot of
Etihad 377 heavy.
unique stuff to it. So this one has an integrated vRAAS, so we don't need to use third-party vRAAS like I usually. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. What is it doing? It has an embedded vRAAS. If you want to use vRAAS, you have to disable this one and vice versa. I tend to think they're very similar, but vRAAS will warn you about too low flaps or stuff like that even before you get the GPWS warning. So I tend to like vRAAS more, but this one is of course the realistic one. So all it is pretty cool. You need to lose yourself here on your options for quite a bit. I believe this plane does have
Musket control, Qatari 1 Lima Heavy. Good evening. Passing
an
flight
option
level
to
265,
set
climbing to
up
flight level 360.
the HUD.
Qatari 1 Lima Heavy, musket control identified.
Because I know that's an option. You can actually choose the three different LEAP engines. I think it has an option for the HUD.
Contact musket control
I do
128.15.
remember that the HUD is an option for the MAX. I'm just not sure if iFly managed to model it.
Musket control, Norris 141, flight level 207.
Not again.
Norris 141 musket control identified. Continue
There he
descent
is.
to flight level
We're
200.
going to pass
Continue
beneath.
descent to flight level 200, Norris 141.
Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu, Clear Demo 2 Delta arrival, runway 31 left.
Clear Demo 2 Delta arrival, runway 31
I
left.
think that's the
Etihad
plane
5 Kilo Zulu.
that took off and we were having traffic conflict.
Etihad 898 Heavy, contact Muscat Control 126.55, good day.
As long as it keeps climbing, we are also climbing, but we appear to be much slower on the climb.
Etihad 899 Heavy, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Etihad 899 Heavy.
Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu.
Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu, descend to flight level 140, expect runway 31 left.
Descent to flight level 140, Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu.
By the way, you can transfer this.
Etihad 5 Kilo Zulu,
I've seen some pilots choosing to have the larger
Contact Abu
ending.
Dhabi approach 135.15,
For me,
Etihad 5
it
Kilo
makes kind of
Zulu.
sense that you want to put ACAS on the
Etihad
right,
899 Heavy, contact UE radar
but at the same time, I would like to monitor
Contact
the
UE
engine
radar 129.5.
info if I'm pilot not flying.
Etihad 899 Heavy.
Muscat Control, Etihad 476 Heavy, flight level 290.
1,000 to go.
Etihad 476 Heavy, Muscat Control identified.
There it is, the climb.
Oman Air 673, contact Muscat Control
Set ACAS to normal
118.325.
now.
Contact Muscat Control
It is on normal, I never switched
118.325
it
with
to
an Air
above.
673.
Etihad 815 Heavy, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Etihad 815 Heavy.
Etihad 815 Heavy, descend to flight level 190, expect runway 31 left.
Descend to flight level 190, Etihad 815 Heavy.
I really like this
Etihad
3D
815 Heavy,
effect.
contact Abu Dhabi approach 135.15.
Pretty cool. If you
Contact
guys
Abu
know the
Dhabi
real
approach
737, it is exactly like this.
Etihad
It even
815
has
Heavy.
it even has this little stopper here. Pretty cool. Attention to detail by iFly was never the problem. They were always very keen on details. It's just, I think they're a small team and they sometimes have trouble delivering in time. It takes time for them to fix stuff. That's perfectly understandable. I
Muscat
suppose.
Control, iFly 059, good evening, flight level 320.
iFly 059 Muscat Control
Here comes
identified.
our top of climb.
Etihad 218 Heavy, contact Muscat Control 128.15.
Center on 128.15, Etihad 218 Heavy.
And as we
Simbrief controller is ready.
opening Simbrief controller.
Etihad 3 X-ray Bravo, good evening, flight level 340.
Etihad 3 X-ray Bravo, Muscat Control identified.
Again, it's not Muscat.
Qatar
It's
73 Quebec
Muscat.
Heavy, contact UE radar 128.25, have a good evening.
Center on 128.25, Qatar 73
At least
Quebec
the
Heavy,
pronunciation that I know is Muscat. And we're overtaking our little friend here. He's gonna get off our scope in a moment.
Muscat Control, Etihad 6 Lima Quebec, good evening, flight level
Seatbelt
340.
sign.
Etihad 6 Lima Quebec, Muscat Control identified. Etihad 407 Heavy, contact UE radar 129.5.
Center on 129.5.
We're doing Mach 0.796. I'm not sure what that airplane is.
Noise 126,
But
descend to
this
flight
is
level 070.
looks like it's a bigger plane, so it shouldn't be going as fast as we are. So we are going to overtake them. This shift to the right will also clear them for us.
Muscat Control, Pakistan 261, good evening, flight level 340.
Pakistan 261, Muscat Control identified.
33 minutes since
Sri Lankan 26
takeoff.
Lima Heavy, contact Muscat Control
We are cruise level.
126.55.
Let's start our
Muscat Control
power
126.55,
time acceleration.
Sri Lankan
So
26 Lima
I'm going to
Heavy.
start with
Traffic.
where? I don't see any traffic here. So I'm gonna start with 2 times time acceleration.
2 times speed.
Norris 126, contact UV radar 129.5.
Center on 129.5, Norris 126, have a
Also,
good evening.
it pushes away from that auto traffic. So just checking the stability of the plane at 2 times speed.
Muscat control, Gulf Air 287, flight level 360. Gulf Air 287, Muscat control, identified. Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Muscat control 126.55.
126.55, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Control Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, flight level 310.
Muscat control, Arabia 454, good evening, flight level 370.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Muscat control identified.
Well, let's put Betsy replying now.
Etihad 3 Juliet Charlie Heavy, contact Muscat control 124.7, good day.
Center on 124.7, Etihad 3 Juliet Charlie Heavy, have a good evening.
Now we only need to worry about the descent checklists. We'll do that once we get closer to the Sri Lankan coast. Straightforward, we can engage it 4 times now.
4 times speed.
Gulf Air 284, contact Mumbai Radio 132.6, good day.
Center on 132.6, Gulf Air 284, have a good evening.
Alright, let's maybe slow down for a moment. Let him stabilize because it's having trouble guiding itself.
Etihad 3 Mike 2, contact Muscat control 118.325.
Contact Muscat control 118.325, Etihad 3 Mike 2.
Come on guys, stabilize yourself.
Qatari 855 Heavy, contact Muscat control 124.7.
Contact Muscat control 124.7, Qatari 855 Heavy, bye-bye.
There you go. Course 115 should be fine now. Stabilize. Come on. There you go. Alright, let's time accelerate again to 4.
Whoa. 8 Heavy, contact Muscat control 135.6, good day.
Contact Muscat control 135.6, Etihad 898 Heavy, have a good evening.
502 bus in flight level 349 climbing to flight level 370.
Radio 502, musket control identified. Radio 454, contact her on radar 5 East 132.1.
Contact her on radar 5 East 132.1 Arabia 454, good day.
Musket control, Arabia 4906, flight level 350. Arabia 4906, musket control identified. Etihad 498 heavy, contact Mumbai radio 132.6.
Center on 132.6, Etihad 498 heavy, good day.
Musket control, Etihad 476 heavy, flight level 330.
Etihad 476 heavy, musket control identified.
Now have our feet wet, so we're flying over the Indian Ocean. Not the Indian Ocean. It's not yet the Indian Ocean. What is it? Oh yes, it is. My first instinct was right.
Etihad 2 November Lima heavy, contact musket control 124.7.
Hand it over.
Contact musket control 124.7, Etihad 2 November Lima heavy.
Probably to Indian control.
Etihad 205 heavy, cleared Robos 5 Delta arrival, runway 31 left.
Cleared Rovers 5 Delta arrival, runway 31 left, Etihad 205 heavy.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Mumbai radio 132.6, bye-bye.
Contact Mumbai radio 132.6 Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
There it is.
Mumbai radio Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 by radio identified.
Mumbai radio, SpiceJet 5117, flight level 350.
SpiceJet 5117 by radio, good evening, identified, continue descent to flight level 310.
Continue descent to flight level 310, SpiceJet 5117.
radio, Etihad 3 Mike 2 flight level 310. Etihad 3 Mike 2 Mumbai radio identified. Emirates 90775 Heavy, contact Muscat Control 135.6.
Center on 135.6, Emirates 90775 Heavy.
Mumbai radio, Arabia 496, good evening, flight level 350.
Arabia 496 Mumbai radio identified. German cargo 615 Heavy, contact Muscat Control 135.6. Center on 135.6, German cargo 615 Heavy.
So we are about 1/4 of the way, maybe 1/3 of the way. About 31% according to our destination. Progress bar.
iFly 73 Mike, contact Muscat Control 126.55.
I'll be right back, I'll be around.
Contact Muscat Control 126.55, iFly 73 Mike, bye-bye.
But I'll be around.
Radio 496, contact Karachi radar 126.5.
Center on 126.5, Arabia 496.
By radio, Oman Air 892, good morning, flight level 360.
Oman Air 892 by radio identified. Qatari 903 Whiskey Heavy, contact by control 120.5. Center on 120.5, Qatari 903 Whiskey Heavy. Emirates 542 Heavy, contact Mumbai Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, Emirates 542 Heavy.
By radio, Emirates 390 Heavy, flight level 390.
Emirates 390 Heavy, Mumbai radio identified.
Mumbai radio, Etihad 474 Heavy, flight level 330.
Etihad 474 Heavy, Mumbai radio identified.
Mumbai radio, iFly 1273, flight level 360.
iFly 1273 Mumbai radio identified.
Mumbai radio, iFly 21 Victor, flight level 340.
iFly 21 Victor Mumbai radio identified. iFly 46 Victor, contact Mumbai control 120.5.
Contact Mumbai control 120.5, iFly 46 Victor.
noite, Angelo. Como estás? I'm welcoming Angelo to our chat here. I guess this kind of flight is that thrilling for most people flying at night from Dubai to an obscure destination like Sri Lanka. It's not really everybody's cup of tea, I suppose.
D357, contact Chennai Control 134.425, bye-bye.
Center on 134.425, Kuwaiti 357.
How have you been, Angela? Boy. How have you been? Do you fly simulator? Any simulator? Well, airplane simulator or aviation simulation. There's a car simulation that definitely not the scope of this channel here. I do like car racing simulators, but I'm not an expert. Not at all. I just try for fun, those kinds of games. Flight simulators, I fly Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Used to fly 2020 as well. That's been long gone now. I also liked to fly X-Plane 12. I flew almost all X-planes since 8, 9, yeah, all of them since 8, 9, 10. Actually, I didn't fly 9, I think, but I definitely flew 10 and 11 and now 12, the most recent one. I also flew FSX, V3D since V3, so V3, V4, V5. That was the last
November,
one,
heavy,
then I switched to 2020, now 2020.
Contact by control 120.5,
I also fly DCS
Qatari
World.
6 November heavy.
And that's it for simulators. I flew a lot more than these. I flew Sierra Pro Pilot, I flew the infamous Fly, exclamation mark. Not a lot of people flew that. And I flew all the way since FS4. That was my first ever simulator, FS4. And then I have the most, the simulator I have the most hours in is definitely FS 2004 or FS9. That's definitely where I spend most of the time. So Angelo replied saying that he has the passion for these flying machines, but he doesn't master the complexities. I'm with you. I love flying. And when I was a kid, I didn't understand absolutely anything about flying, but I still wanted to fly. As I grew up, I started learning flight simulation. It was kind of my hobby. But even so, even today, there are stuff that I just don't know how it works, or I just don't master it. And what I do is I just study it. It's my pet peeve is find out a plane, for example, the 707 yesterday. Find out a plane like that that challenges me and learn to fly it is thrilling. That's what I like to do. Of course, I don't get to do it all the time. Sometimes I fail. Even today, I was trying to figure out how to load a fly plane here on this 737 MAX from iFly, and I didn't remember. I was mixing planes.
Heavy, contact Chennai Control 134.425. Have a good
Plane's
morning.
having trouble
Contact
keeping
Chennai
up,
Control
apparently.
134.425, Emirates 8 Mike Heavy, bye-bye.
It's still turning, but I will decelerate.
2 times speed. Normal speed.
Normal speed for a moment here. So it level directly to the flight path, and then I'll get back to 4 times speed to accelerate. Come on, plane. I think LNAV is a little bit of a unknown science for this plane. Look at that, how far off he is. But I was accelerating time. It just takes an awful lot of time to get back to it. Let's see if I can help it.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Chennai Control 134.425.
Contact Chennai Control 134.425 Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Chennai Control Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, good morning, flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Chennai Control identified.
We're flying southbound now. So we have made this little turn here. There will be another left turn and then another right turn, and we'll be on Indian airspace. We are in Indian airspace. We're just going to go for Chennai as we are right now, and then we'll be flying over mainland India, southern India. Prep our descent data. First of all, let's look at the weather at Colombo. So wind is 210 at 7. Sky condition 9,000 feet, static miles, not feet. In visibility, scattered clouds at 1,600 feet, few clouds at 1,700 feet, and broken at 3,000 feet. QNH, temperature 30, QNH 26, quite a humid environment. QNH 1010 or 2983. Not sure why they have both, but hey, fine with me. Runway 22 in use, so for departure and arrival. Information Juliet. So let's go here to our arrival information. So runway 22. And as you can see, there are no stars, so very old school airport. And we are going to make a runway extension of 10 nautical miles to it with an FPA of 3.0 degrees. Good. As for the approach, we can go here to VCCC and absolutely no charts for this airport. It's not a reference airport. We do have charts for the alternate, but yeah, so purely visual landing on this airport is going to be a treat to fly a visual landing at night. Of course, you will understand that if there's weather, you're going to have a huge amount of trouble landing there, but I'm feeling confident today.
Chennai Control, iFly 67 Papa, flight level 320.
Let's go back to
2 times 4 times speed.
iFly 67 Papa, Chennai Control identified.
So let's get that barrel reference. Well, not set, but preset. Been flying for 2 hours and 30 minutes in sim, but with this time acceleration, it's going to be a lot more than that. A lot less than that, I mean. So the next flight will be taking us out of Colombo to Bangkok, another I've been connected, so Angela is asking me if this is just a hobby or if I'm connected to aviation. I've been connected to aviation in various different
iFly
capacities.
088, contact coaching control 128.3. Have a good morning. Contact coaching control 128.3. iFly 088.
Professional simulator maintainer. I've built simulators for entertainment. I've participated in various different projects for the community over the years. So I've been in aviation connected somehow for decades, almost 30 years, but I've only been connected professionally for about 25, and I still work in aviation, virtual aviation, as of now. Yeah, quite the privilege to be so close to aviation. The only thing I'm missing really is the flight license, because I've done a lot of different things connected to aviation. I didn't do it all. I was going to say that. I was going to say I've done it all, but I've not done it all. I've done a lot. I flew on almost all types of aircraft, from general aviation, helicopters, airliners, military, but I've not been able to do it all, not by a long shot. And most of my knowledge came from, you know, just
2 times speed, normal speed.
Let's just get back to normal speed momentarily to allow it to stabilize on course. And aviation is a passion. I love plane spotting. I love flight simulation. So Angela is talking to me in Portuguese, but I'm answering in English for everybody to hear. What about you? How do you get connected to aviation, Angela? What do you like most about aviation?
Etihad 2 Lima Papa, clear Dinka arrival runway 32.
Clear Dinka arrival runway 32, Etihad 2 Lima Papa.
Definitely has a little trouble there to stabilize on course. LNAV is not an exact science, even though now I'm not diamond compressing. Back here, we're gonna land with flaps 30. I'm gonna need to look at. I don't have any charts for that airport though. How can I get information about it? Let me see if I can find it online. I wonder if it's something missing in Navigraph. Searching here for the. Yeah, there's nothing about this airport anywhere. What's going on here? It's weird. How come there's nothing about this airport? So here it is. So the VCC Colombo Ratmalana International Airport in Sri Lanka terminal and approach charts are unavailable in Navigraph because official procedure charts are absent from the real-world Sri Lanka AIP.
Contact Chennai Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5, Etihad to Lima Papa.
So no terminal charts are available because none exist in official state. Aeronautical information publications are not supplying any approach and terminal charts. That's from the real world Colombo airport, even though it's an international airport. Or did I mistakenly set this to unknown? Oh my god, I think I made a mistake in selecting the airport here. It should be VCBI.
iFly 20903, ready for descent. iFly 20903.
That's for sure.
iFly 20903, descent to flight level 150. Descent to flight level 150, iFly 20903.
We can still change that.
Skyview by 9 Romeo Foxtrot, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Sky 2 by 9 Romeo Foxtrot.
No, we can't because
Sky 2 by 9 Romeo Foxtrot, descent to flight level 150.
Not because of now
Descent to flight level 150, Sky 2 by 9 Romeo Foxtrot.
Mistake this airport for another. Alright, we can still save this. So there's an airport called Colombo. There's another one called Bandaranaike. I just need to know which one I got. So Bandaranaike is VCBI, and I have I got Bandaranaike. Alright, we can still resolve this. Stand by. It's going to be a little tricky, but we can resolve this. We're going in the same general direction.
iFly 67 Papa, contact Mumbai Control 120.5.
Center on 120.5, iFly 67 Papa.
So now I need to reload the flight plan here. So let me switch to heading real quick. Yeah. And now I'm going to come here to Navigraph, OFP. Oh, sorry, en route. Import from Simbrief. There it is.
Skyview by 9 Romeo Foxtrot, contact Cochin Control 128.3, good day.
I'm going to turn right here real quick.
Skyview by 9 Romeo Foxtrot, bye bye.
Send to FMC. And now let's go here for the route. PCBI, activate, execute. Now I'm going to need to go direct to
Chennai Control, iFly 077, passing flight level 257, climbing to flight level 340.
iFly 077 Chennai Control, identified, continue climb to flight level 340.
Oh,
continue climb to flight level 340, iFly 077.
Chennai Control, Emirates 6 Quebec Heavy, good morning, flight level 350.
Emirates 6 Quebec Heavy, Chennai Control identified.
How do I make a directive? So we just select a point. Aklon, there could be a better way. Let's just pick up Aklon here somewhere. Or CIA. And there it is, Aklon. Now, I'm going to bring it up here. Bam. Execute. LNAV. I'm going to come here and set
Chennai Control, Emirates 568 Super, good morning, flight level 370.
arrival. I'm going to set
Emirates
our...
568 Super Chennai Control identified.
So at this point I can just log off from Beyond ATC because I need to reload the flight plan, so I'm going to log off. I'm going to log in again, and now just tell it that I need to pick up the flight plan mid-flight. Tricky, I know, but at least we saved the flight for today because I've completely mistaken the airport. Alright, so let me reload. Beyond ATC, here it comes, coming back online. Hello Drexy. Boa, present handling Boa. So Angelo has the dream of working for a handling company.
Beyond ATC.
Alright, it's going to detect I'm flying. Second, I'm prepping everything in the background. I also need to change from VCC to VCBI. Alright, here we go. That's done. I also need to reload the weather now. Weather reloaded, so all I need now is Beyond ATC. Alright, Beyond ATC is back online, crisis averted. We just need to reset here our performance, flight level 310, so that we don't need to climb any further. Done.
Chennai Control, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Boeing 737 MAX 8, Military Combat 4 request IFR clearance to Bandar Colombo, Information Hotel.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Chennai Control, cleared to Bandar Colombo via the Ambrix 5 Gulf departure, runway 12 right, climb via SID to 10,000 feet, squawk 4621.
Cleared to Bandar Colombo via the Ambrix 5 Gulf departure, runway 12 right, climb via SID to 10,000 feet, squawk 4621 Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, read back correct.
Chennai Control, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, flight level 310.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, Chennai Control, good morning, identified, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Crisis averted. Now we're going to have a proper
28357 cleared Akron 1 Alpha arrival, runway 09er.
Cleared Akron 1 Alpha arrival, runway 09er, 28357.
See how far away we were from the actual course, but we're getting back in. And now we will have also no charts.
Chennai Control, Kuwait 353, passing flight level 370, descending to 6,000 feet.
Kuwait 353, Chennai Control, identified. iFly 5323, contact Chennai Control 124.5.
Contact Chennai Control 124.5, iFly 5323.
Right, there should be charts here. It's just not accepting CBI, but it should have. because I can see Navigraph charts. So I think this is a small bug here. Let me check here on the app. Not this again. So Navigraph has been deleting all tokens apparently. Alright, let's hide or flights. Unload, import flight, import from Simbrief, VCBI. Alright, now
Emirates 8
there are
Heavy,
charts.
cleared Eklon 1 Alpha arrival, runway 09er.
There are the charts, so VCBI should have charts here. Not sure what's going on here, but it should have the proper charts. It's alright, we can see the charts on the... So this
iFly 27 Hotel, contact Mumbai Radio 132.6.
Contact
Navigraph charts app.
iFly 27 Hotel.
It's just not available there on the original, on the iFly chart. Alright, so as for the flight plan, we can load it here. Are going to need the routing section. So we're expecting runway 22 via the Peacock 1 Alpha approach. So let's go in there. Also our transition altitude should be flight level 130, that is correct. As for our arrival data, CVI, we're expecting then
Chennai Control Lufthansa Cargo 8361 Heavy, good morning, passing flight level 300, climbing to flight level 400.
ILS
Emirates 568 Super, cleared Rick 7 Foxtrot arrival, runway 27 left.
Cleared Rick 7 Foxtrot arrival,
now the
runway
transition
27 left, Emirates 568 Super.
It's favoring runway 22 as
Lufthansa
well.
Cargo 8361 Heavy, Chennai Control identified, continue climb to flight level 400.
Continue climb to flight level 400, Lufthansa Cargo 8361 Heavy.
Here we go, so
Kuwaiti 353, contact Chennai Control 124.5.
we have a transition via Kadir.
124.5, Kuwaiti 353, have a good morning.
No Kadir available, so it's got to be one of these two, Sumox. We are coming from so many windows here. We're coming from
Kuwaiti 357, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Kuwaiti 357.
Kuwaiti 357, descent to 2,100 feet, QNH 1011.
Descent to 2,100 feet, QNH 1011, Kuwaiti 357.
So now it's got the charts. Now this is Dubai, what am I saying? Alright, so this freaking thing is a pain in the rear end to navigate. We want to go down here. And we are coming from, I think, the north. Direct north, yep. So we need to go all the way to Icona. This one. Execute. Alright, so if all goes well, this is our plan. And we're going to land straight in to runway 22. We just need to confirm the ILS freak. So it's 110.3. So, so we need to select had this exact same error yesterday. So this needs to be ILS mode. Oh, it doesn't allow to select ILS? Ah, there it is. So we need to be... Oh, it doesn't allow selection of ILS because it's probably auto-tuned. Alright. Even better. So the frequency is 110.3. It's alright, Drexy. I saw your message now. So Drexy is saying, apologizing for being late. Hey, you're never late, man. As long as you're here, it's fine. We just had a little crisis averted, and I just taught everyone how to skip an airport if you find an issue that disables your approach or something
Emirates
like that.
8 Mike Heavy,
So now you
ready
know.
for descent.
Ready for descent, Emirates 8 Mike Heavy.
Fuel pumps
Emirates 8 Mike Heavy, descend to 2,100 feet, QNH 1011. Descend to 2,100 feet, QNH 1011, Emirates 8 Mike
Navigraph
Heavy.
charts here on the standby.
Etihad 9 Romeo 5 Heavy, contact Chennai Control 132.5.
Center on 132.5, Etihad 9 Romeo 5 Heavy, good day.
And it's very unfortunate that we can't get the charts to work here, but it's always a way to improvise. So apparently, since VCCC didn't have charts, it just worked the info here. So VCCC is called Colombo International, so you will forgive my mix-up. So Bandaranaike apparently is the official international airport per se, but apparently Bandaranaike is there's also an airport called Colombo, VCCC, and they're both in Colombo. VCCC does not have any kind of charts available, but Bandaranaike does have charts. And you will forgive my mix-up when I was prepping the Simbrief. I did not know there were two. So just imagine if you have two Lisbon airports. You do have like Paris de Gaulle, or you know, what's the other one? The other one in Paris. You guys know what I'm talking about. You do have London Heathrow, Luton, and Gatwick.
28357, contact coaching control 128.3.
You know there are multiple airports, you know which one you're going to pick. But when you're flying to an unknown country like Sri Lanka, and you just ride on Simbrief Colombo, and it gives you Colombo International Airport, of course you're going to pick that one. But that's not the right one. The right one is Bandaranaike. So yeah, my mistake. Crisis averted. So what do you need to do? What did I do there to replace the airport at the end of the flight plan? So it's not easy, but it's actually intuitive. First thing you need to do is go to heading mode immediately. First thing you need to do is go to heading mode, because you need to hold your current path, otherwise the plane will start going nuts. Then you need to go to Simbrief, create a new flight plan with the destination airport. But don't worry, you don't have to start the flight from scratch. All you need to do is go to your FMC, make it direct to the nearest airport, which in my case was Akron. Then if you're flying with Beyond ATC, you need to log off Beyond ATC, reload the flight plan, reload the Beyond ATC, and once you open Beyond ATC, it will detect that you're flying and will ask you at which phase you want to load, and you will say in cruise, because that's the point. Initially it will give you a departure clearance, which isn't correct, but at least it's allowing you to file the flight plan. That's what you need to do. The same would be done in real life. The only difference is that the ATC would give you an en route IFR clearance, which Beyond ATC apparently is not familiar with. That's something I need to talk with them about, but that's not important right now. What is important is that after you load that, it will send you to the correct control. In this case, it was Chani radar, and then you're going to come in, and it's going to get you back on track, basically. And that's pretty cool, because it allows you to reload a flight plan. Let's say Beyond ETC crashes. How do you recover the flight? Well, when Beyond ETC was firstly introduced, there was nothing you could have done. If it crashed, it crashed. You needed to start over if you really wanted to fly it again. But now it allows you to pick up the flight plan at any point, at the origin airport, at departure, at cruise, at approach. Pretty neat. And if there's an issue, if there's an error, you can easily recover the flight. So let's say this plane crashed. So iFly plane crashed as a WASM crash like I had back in the day with the A300. Or let's say the A300 crashed, a WASM crash on the A300. Again, if you were able to recover that flight and you went to Microsoft Flight Simulator and you just added the option start here, midair, it's a good way to just go to Beyond ETC, reload the flight plan, and just tell it that you want to file the flight plan mid-flight in cruise mode. Airplanes that have a save feature, like this one has a saving feature. You can actually save the flight phase. Actually, no, it does not. It's just the flight's panel configuration. Alright, but this one does. But for example, the FS Labs allows a saving. I believe the Inibuild's A340, for sure the A350, you can save the current flight status. So if there's a crash, you can recover it pretty quick. That's neat. And if you're able to do that, so I don't want to go back to the origin. Come on, flight following. Here we are. It's neat that you can pick up at any point and just carry on the flight like nothing happened. But of course, again, this was my mistake. This is not an airplane mistake. This is not a Navigraph mistake. It was just me misinterpreting the. There was time compression was active there. Sorry about that. It was just me mixing the airport ECAO codes and not confirming it. I would say it's an honest mistake, but I've been in this business for quite a while, and I get really pissed off when I do something like this because it's very noob thing to do. But hey, it happens. This is supposed to be fun, right? So not just educational, not just a hobby. It's supposed to be fun for everybody, including me. So whenever I'm not having fun, you guys will notice. I am still having fun. I'm proud that I was able to fix this real quick during flight time. But now let's get back to time compression. So Bander and I.
Emirates 6 Quebec Heavy, contact Chennai Control 132.5, bye-bye. Center on 132.5,
I'm not going to
Emirates
forget
6
the
Quebec
name of
Heavy.
this airport. I'll guarantee. I'll remember this freaking airport forever now. Bander and Ike.
Simrate controller is ready. 4 times speed.
Now there's 4 times speed. I forgot to load it. Alright. We are 320 miles from our top of descent right here, so still a long way to go. We're just about to enter mainland India. How are you, Drexy? How are you today? By the way, this all reload of the flight plan with Beyond ETC. Remember, Beyond ETC uses your flight data to populate the skies, and so it needs to compile the departure airport, the destination airport, and then it needs to load the real-time flight plans around the world. I'm doing okay, Drexy, now better because I was going to land on the wrong airport and now I'm not. I don't think you could do what I just did with Beyond ETC on unsafe tensions. At least I've not heard anybody do that, and I actually read someone online saying that reloading a flight plan is not a linear thing. It's probably possible, but I don't think it's as easy as just what I just did. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody using Saint engines. I know it's a competitor for Beyond ATC, but not really a competitor because it has a lot of different variables to it. But I honestly think Beyond ATC is a much simpler and yet more robust ATC and traffic generator. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I know there's defenders of both sides. I don't want to enter a conflict here. I just want to know, is it easy to reload a flight plan mid-flight on Saint engines? I'm very curious because I think this is a very cool feature from Beyond ATC.
Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5, contact Chennai Control 132.5.
Contact Chennai Control 132.5, Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5. Chennai Control, Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5, flight level 330.
Even though she's not with us. And
Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5, Chennai Control identified.
Cabin light bleeding in, something you guys know that I completely detest. That's a French word. I only use French when I'm not pleased. This is the cabin light. It's very strong now. But there's nothing I can... Oh, there's the pink posse. It's probably the crew serving meals, so that's why the cabin is now blue. And like I said, there's nothing here that we can do, only boarding music. Even that's not working apparently. So I wish I could change the lighting. There is something here to control the lighting, I think. Let me close the door. It's even worse with the door open. Alright, looks better now. There's still some lighting, but not as bad as with the door open. But I think you can control, I think there's something here. You can control the lights. Nope. Let's leave it for now. By the way, this plane has a cool feature. Much like the A350, you have, and other planes, not just the 350, the FSL as well, you have pre-programmed failures. And they're very neat. And I've just read a moment ago that the A380 will have an even bigger failure system by any builds. So for those that like to fly with non-normal procedures and handle emergencies, all that, I respect you. It's not something I'd like to do, but I understand people that do that. Transforms a simulator in sort of a training tool, so to speak. That's pretty cool. Kudos to you if you like it. But these failures are very extensive. And this, I think it was this plane, it had this cool feature of cascading. I think it was this one. It would cascade, so if you had like a leak somewhere, it could cascade to other systems. It's pretty cool.
Chennai Control, Qatari 27 Romeo Heavy, good morning.
So yeah, now the elapsed time was reset. That's the only downside, but we still have the clock here.
Heavy, Chennai Control
the clock here is counting almost, so it's 200 minutes, 213 minutes. So it's almost 4 hours flight. It's 3 hours plus flight. Sorry if math isn't my thing. Alright, let's get ready for a descent here. We're about to get clearance. I'm going to reduce speed, time compression as soon as we get that clearance.
Chennai Control 20551, flight level 370.
20551, Chennai Control identified.
Getting some soup up ahead. Got our radar on.
Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5 cleared Bangkok 1 Alpha arrival, runway 22.
Cleared Bangkok 1 Alpha arrival, runway 22, Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5.
No, that's not what we got. This is something we need to get now. Oh, we did. I'm looking at arrivals. Yeah, runway 22, probably the ILS via the Pico 1 Alpha. Yeah, I also selected that transition from the north, which is probably what we're going to get. And let's call in the passengers back to their seats because we will be descending soon. Just calling them back. Not turbulent. She's very low, but she's saying that the captain has turned on the seatbelt signs due to turbulence. That's not turbulence. It's just to getting to our top of descent. Now that we know the runway, we're going to need to calculate our landing performance as well. So, not payload performance, landing dispatch, or on route. Let's see. Read Microsoft Flight Simulator, runway 22. Runway is dry. Let's confirm. So, information current, hotel 230 at 8, visibility 99 so pretty much KVOC. Broken 1700, temperature 24, dew point temperature 28, dew point 24. QNH 1010, runway 22 in use. So apparently there's no rain, but the dew point is very close to the temperature, so there could be rain. Still, I'm going to select dry. Aircraft, air conditioning off, no NTIs required. Reverse, we're going to select all operational, and NNC is not selectable, so there's nothing to select.
Emirates 6 Quebec Heavy,
yes,
ready for descent.
So,
ready for descent, Emirates 6 Quebec Heavy.
Yeah, nothing,
Emirates 6
nothing
Quebec Heavy,
is
descent to 8,000 feet,
necessary.
QNH 1011.
Calculate.
Descent to 8,000 feet.
So again,
QNH
temperature minus
1011,
32, this is incorrect. This happened to me the other day.
5 report, ready for descent.
So I need to clear all that.
Wilco Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5.
It's 8 degrees. Not 8 degrees, sorry, it's 28 degrees.
Qadari 8 to Charlie Heavy, descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 1010, Qatari 8 to Charlie Heavy.
QNH is 1010. Now we can calculate. Alright, so vRAAS is 153 knots, landing distance is 2,840 meters, and landing distance about 3,350 meters, so way below the maximum range of. We're going to land with flaps 30 as requested. We're going to add 5 knots to the vRAAS, so we're going to make our approach at 153 when the vRAAS is below that. So it's vRAAS 30 is about 148 knots, and we'll be landing at 153 because of auto throttle. Auto throttle needs those 5 knots as a compensation. Alright, we're ready. Let's call it ready.
Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5 approaching our top of descent. Ready for lower.
Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1010, Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5.
Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5, descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend via start to 2,500 feet, QNH 1010, Sky 2 by Whiskey Tango 5.
Emirates 6, Quebec Heavy, contact you within the forum, radar 125.905.
Center on 125.905, Emirates 6, Quebec Heavy, have a good morning.
Let's also reduce our max speed to something manageable, 8.75. And we are still to reach our top of descent. I'm going to switch this back to us. Actually, let's just open here BSD. So this vertical situation display is not as detailed as the one on Airbus 350 or the Airbus A220. It will not give us performance, it will just give us a prediction, and it will also include terrain elevation here, if available. So I prefer the Airbus VSD, to be honest, because it's a lot more informative. Also turn on terrain on this side, because it's an island and you never know. Here's our managed descent-ish. It's Boeing's version of a managed descent.
Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy, contact Colombo Control 124.9er, have a good morning.
Contact Colombo Control 124.9er, Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy.
So it's saying good morning. It means that we're local time must be way higher than 11 o'clock. Zulu, this is Zulu time anyway. Alright, let's go VNAV. If intercepted. Now the plane will manage the descent. It's trying its best to go after it, so we'll just deploy speed brakes for now. So the plane can nosedive a little more. Pitch black outside. There was a moon, but the moon has settled, so there's also a few clouds, so we're also seeing clouds covering, and we are over the ocean, so there isn't much light now.
Skyview by Whiskey Tango 5, contact Colombo Control 124.9er.
Contact Colombo Control 124.9er, Sky due by Whiskey Tango 5.
Let her say these last few words.
Colombo Control, Sky due by Whiskey Tango 5, passing flight level 296, descending to 2,500 feet.
Sky due by Whiskey Tango 5, Colombo Control, identified.
Alright. Turn on track IR for this last step, last leg. Real pitch black. There's a plane ahead of us. It's still below us, but still always worrisome. So let's get our decision height in. So we are planning on the Charlie 240 feet as our decision height.
Emirates 6 Alpha Uniform Heavy, contact Chennai Control 132.5.
Contact Chennai Control 132.5.
We are going to accelerate.
Uniform Heavy, good day.
Colombo Control, Etihad 9 Romeo 5 Heavy, good morning, flight level 330.
Etihad 9 Romeo 5 Heavy, Colombo control, identified.
Seems like that we're getting closer to that plane, even though I'm trying to get it as far away as I can by decelerating. But it seems it's still getting close. 270 knots.
Emirates 43 Papa Super, contact China Control 132.5, bye-bye.
Contact China Control 132.5, Emirates 43 Papa Super.
Miss Betsy. Never the same without her. We're still above the optimal glide path. We are going down at fairly good speeds.
Vietnam 670, contact Chennai Control 134.25.
Center on 134.25, Vietnam 670.
No restrictions except on the terminal phase. We need to be at 240 knots, 4,000 feet, then 230 knots at 2,500 feet. That's it. So we keep down, going down, no constraints so far. Got to be very careful navigating while panning with chase plane right mouse button. It often just triggers switches here. Be very careful with that. Coming up on 4 hours of flight. 10 minutes to, so 3 hours and 50 minutes at this point. Although in real life it was much less because we compressed time, you know. Plane is full of features. The windows open, you can put on these blinds, and they are really bent and crooked, just like the real ones. There's a lot of little features. There's a coffee holder. I think it's only on the right side, right? Or maybe I'm mixing up with PMDG. Probably am. But the pilot seat does move back and forth. Pretty cool. So you can even simulate that. Yeah, iFly has a lot of attention to detail. Some things are not that relevant, but others are pretty cool. I'm one for immersion. I like immersion. I gotta go fly back to Manchester one of these days. Oh, transition altitude. This one. 1010 and cross-checked. Gotta fly back to Manchester one day. To exit.
Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy, contact Colombo Director 132.4.
Contact Colombo Director 132.4, Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy.
You gotta persuade me to fly back to Manchester. Feet we can connect our landing lights.
Good morning, Colombo Control. Etihad 394, passing flight level 323, descending to 2,500 feet.
Etihad 394, Colombo Control identified.
Throttle is taking its sweet time to recover the airspeed. Come on. Move. Go for it. Oh, speed brakes are still out. That's probably why. My bad. It was marked here. I was looking at it. I thought, hey, did I arm the speed brakes?
Side you by Whiskey Tango 5, contact Colombo Director 132.4.
This one. Speed brakes extended. Different little light. Director 132.4, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. Director Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 with you 9,000 feet descending to 2,500 feet.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5 Colombo Director, information hotel current QNH 1010, expect the ILS to approach runway 22 with the SUMX transition.
Expect ILS Zulu for runway 22 with the SUMX transition QNH 1010 Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. That's good to know. Good to know indeed. That's the SUMX transition, and then there's this discontinuity because we need to fly to Icona. So we'll remove this continuity there, and there we go. Plane will accomplish 4,000 feet below. That's the constraint there. And then there's no more constraints, I believe. There's a decel point there, 240 knots. We're already accomplishing. Again, no terminal charts, which is a shame. Little bug there. No pin charts. No pin charts. It should be something like this. It's just missing the menu up top here. So that's a little bug. Let's go back to Navigraph en route. Obviously got this.
Sky Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, maintain 250 knots.
Maintain 250 knots, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. It's actually telling us to accelerate.
Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy, cleared direct crossums at or about 2,500 feet, cleared ILS Blue approach runway 22.
Cleared direct crossums at or above 2,500 feet, cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 22, Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy.
Having trouble keeping itself on VNAV, but not that far. And now that we are descending to accelerate, it's actually recovering, but still. VNAV is not an exact science on this aircraft, apparently. Not the last plane. Definitely not the first one with this issue. So coming up on 2,400 feet. 2,500 feet, but I want to stay at 4,000 for now, because that's I don't want to get too low. Then we'll descend to 2,500, because that's the altitude to intercept
All aircraft be
ILS.
advised, information India now current, QNH 1010.
Yeah, 2,000.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, clear direct crossums at or above 2,500 feet, cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 22.
Clear to cross Summux at 2,500, clear ILS Zulu runway 22, approach Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. So we need to descend to 1,600 feet now, we are cleared.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, reduce speed 230 knots.
Reduce speed 230 knots, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5.
Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy, contact Colombo Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Qatari 82 Charlie Heavy, bye-bye.
Speed a little bit more, so I want to have my sweet time on this approach. Approach checklist, altimeter set, decision height set 2,240 feet. Approach speed, we are going to set it to 1.5. I need to check. Approach data set, approach button set to arm. In a moment, let's just arm it now. Approach.
25. Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. 53 as planned. Speed check flaps 1.
Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5, contact Colombo Tower 118.7, bye-bye.
118.7, Sky Dubai Whiskey Tango 5. So why is it this?
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
It's alright. Give me the ILS, freak. 110.3. There you go. Now the course is 220. Done. Alright. Now we can arm the approach. Right on time. Oof. That was a quick save. Speed check. Flaps. 5. Gear down. Let's go back to 153 knots. There's our vRAAS. Colombo Tower, Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, established ILS, runway 22.
Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, Colombo Tower, continue.
Flaps 50. Continue Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5.
Qatari 8 to Charlie Heavy, exit left at Delta.
Exit left at Delta, Qatari 8
30
to Charlie
set.
Heavy.
Auto brake set to 1. Done.
1,000.
1,000 check. Let me sit correctly here. Landing lights on. Let's turn on the runway, turn off. Gear is down. Good. Come on, clear us to land.
Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, wind 230 degrees, 9 knots.
Approaching 2-2.
Clear to land. Runway 22. Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5. Autopilot off.
500.
500 check.
400.
Check.
300. 200. Approaching minimums.
Confirmed. Middle mark.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Nice. Reverse. Auto brake set. Reverse. Knots, auto brake off.
Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, exit left at Charlie.
Left at Charlie, Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5. It's right here. Start APU. Runway exit procedures.
Sri Lankan 151 ready for departure, runway 22. Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, contact ground 121.9, a good day.
121.9 or Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5. Ground Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, request taxi to the gate.
Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, welcome to Bandaranaike, Colombo. Safe parking or advise if need assignment.
Assigned to company gate.
Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5, taxi to stand Alpha 6 via Charlie.
Stand Alpha 6 via Charlie, Skydivide Whiskey Tango 5. Alright, since I don't have charts, I'm going to need my cheat sheet on Beyond ATC, so it's the last one up front, so let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please remain seated and keep your seatbelt fastened. Thank you for your cooperation.
Atari airplane there. Not many aircraft. Definitely no aircraft on this side of the terminal. Man, this was all about saving.
Emirates 56 Foxtrot Heavy, contact Colombo Tower 118.7, have a good morning.
Over to Tower 118.7 Emirates 56 Foxtrot Heavy.
This was all about saving the flight multiple times. I'll debrief Alpha 6, correct. I'll debrief once we get to the gate and shut down the aircraft. After landing checklist, auto brake is off. Set off. Flaps retracted. Which one is it? That's the one. Stand by. Flaps retracted, landing lights off, strobe lights steady, taxi lights are on, transponder set altitude off. APU as required, it's on. APU generator both on, terrain and weather display are off, and the clock stop. After landing checklist complete. Taxi to the gate. That marshal will disappear. Following this, we're ignoring the marshal. What? Is this for real? Alright. Let me check outside. It's definitely not beyond where I should be. Oh yeah, look at that. I need to go from forward. All parking brakes set. Alright. This is where I should park the plane. Right here. Alright. Engine shut down. We got APU bleed is on. We got dual bleed as expected. Parking brakes set. Engine 1 off. Engine 2 off.
Disarm and cross-check cabin doors.
The boarding requested.
Here comes the jet bridge. Parking checklist. Parking brake is set. Taxi lights are off. Chocks are not set yet, but they will be. Ground services. Put the chocks on. Done. External power is available. Connected. With that, we turn off the APU.
Passengers deboarding starting.
External power connected and on. APU off. Fuel control switch is cut off. Anti-collision lights set off. Flight directors both off. Reset MCP. So done. she's still there waving. Yaw damper. Notice. Yaw damper to off. Electrical hydraulic pumps to off. Probe heat to off. And doors are open. Alright. Welcome to Sri Lanka. Welcome to Colombo, the real airport now. And look at it. There's a weird looking people inside. Alright, let's go outside. So welcome to Sri Lanka. First time ever being in Sri Lanka for me, including this little lady here waving her lightsabers. Pretty neat.
Colombo ground, sky
next flight, and I really enjoyed flying the 737, especially with the fact that I was able to recover the
Sky Dubai
flight
570,
twice.
Colombo ground, cleared to Dubai via Demon 1 Delta departure, runway 22, climb via SID to 5,000 feet, squawk.
Alright, so I saved the flight twice. That was quite a feat. Probably unable to do that in other planes, really. But the first time I recovered the flight was when I noticed I had selected the wrong ECAL code for the destination airport, and the destination airport that I was picking up with, they had no procedures to land, so I definitely thought this is most likely the wrong airport, and it was. And the second time was during the preparation to land. I was trying to tune in the ILS, but I had no ILS option on the radio menu for some reason, only for VOR and GLS. Maybe it's a restriction before you select the arrival, probably, I'm not sure, but it was very strange. So at the last moment, I didn't have the ILS frequency because I thought, well, maybe the plane auto-tunes. It does not. It's just like the standard 737, it does not auto-tune, and for that reason I saved the flight again. And that was amazing, to be honest, because this is a mistake you guys can make, and you know that planes like these are pilot friendly. And you can quickly save the flight and just, I was just right there on the glide path. It was amazing. But yeah, I mean, I have some experience with the plane, that also counts, but I don't want to take credit. I can only do these kinds of things when planes cooperate, when their planes are properly programmed and they cooperate. So yeah, thank you iFly for making it possible to recover that ILS approach, and thank you to Beyond ATC to also be possible to recover the entirety of a flight if a pilot does a rookie mistake like I did. In any case, flying multiple aircrafts will lead to this, and yeah, it's not a good thing to keep flying different aircraft over and over and over. Just I concentrate on one at a time, fly it extensively, and then when you fly to the next one, remember the planes will be different, and the details is where you're going to get lost, and it's absolutely normal. That's why pilots only take one type rating at a time. That's because all planes are very similar, and in their similarities they are different, and that's where mistakes would happen if you flew different airplanes all the time. So guys, if you like what you saw, remember, leave a like, subscribe, donate as well if you feel like it. Every single penny that is sent towards me, I reinvest in future add-ons. For now, I'd like to thank Drexy, my good friend Drexy, for being around. I also thank Angelo Sanch, who's here as well. And everybody else that watched. If you guys enjoyed it, you know, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, talk about the Glideslope. I bet they're curious of what the Glideslope is. So guys, again, see you next time, and this is the Glideslope signing off, with blue skies ahead for you guys. Cheers.
The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. stars above begin to shine, painting trails so bright and fine. Every turn brings something new, endless skies in brilliant blue. The wind, it sings a melody, guiding where I long to be. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the dream's begun. The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the light. I'll spread my wings and chase the sun. No limits when the drops.
She's still there.
The world below fades out of sight as I soar into the